Emmerdale now, and in dramatic scenes tonight, there's a medical emergency that leaves Jacob fighting for his life.
Jacob?
What's happening?
He's got a nut allergy.
What's he eating?
He's gone into anaphylactic shock. Jacob, where's your AAI pen? Oh, check his jacket. Do it. Rub it. It's not working.
I think the needle's clogged. Okay, does he keep a spare?
I don't know.
There's no pens.
Well, we should keep supplies for this sort of thing.
Yeah, agreed, but what now?
The car.
Car, yeah, I'm going.
Well, Joe Warren-Plant, who plays Jacob, joins me now. Hilary's here as well. He's got some really good advice too. This was something you had to get absolutely right because it affects such a lot of people, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was one of those scenes when I looked on the call sheets and the scripts that for ages I was like really anticipating it and kind of built up all these ideas of how it was going to look. But I knew that I had to do it justice, really,
yeah,
and you know, try my absolute hardest with it because yeah, it affects so many people and. For people who live with this condition, like, they're living in constant fear. Not just themselves, but also the family surrounding them as well.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
of course, because you don't know what you're walking into sometime. And it's that thing of you've got to have that pen, that EpiPen with you, haven't you? You've got to have that all the time. And then a spare.
Yeah, you've got to have two, for sure. I mean, one could be expired or the pen maybe malfunctions. So you've always got to make sure you've got two with you at all times, yeah. But
that's tough to do because there's so much else going on that I know they use prosthetics to make you look because obviously your face swells up, you know, all of these things happen to your body, so all of that's going on as well. It must have taken quite a while. I mean, I know you guys turn things around really fast, but it must have taken a while to do.
Well, we had one scene out during that day and the scene probably took about 45 minutes to an hour, so it was in that time that we had to get these prosthetics on.
Right.
So I remember just being sat in the makeup chair. Now they have silicone pads that they put on your lips, under your eyes, everywhere. So I had to have my eyes shut. And throughout that 45 minutes, I just kept feeling my face getting stiffer and stiffer.
Ooh,
and then
weird.
by the time they said, right, you're done, Joe, I opened my eyes and I looked in the mirror. And it really shocked me, you know. I looked essentially like a zombie, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, they've done a brilliant job.
Oh, for sure.
They did an absolutely amazing job. They really did. Interestingly, this was directed by Rhys Dinsdale, who a lot of people will remember, who's actually on Emmerdale, many other things too. And that works. You worked so well together. You know, you could talk to him about it and go through it. There he is, and talk about it together. Yeah,
100%. I mean, like Rhys, obviously. He's an actor himself.
Of course.
So having these conversations before we film a scene like this, you are on a level together. And it's just easier, you know, he knows. So if we've ever got any questions or concerns about it, he'll accommodate and, you know,
absolutely.
do what's best, really.
Do you know, we've watched you grow up. What age were you when you first started?
I was
you were
eight.
a baby.
I was 8
years
when
old.
I started Emmerdale,
8 years old. Did you appreciate that when you were 8, that this was enormous and that people were now going to recognise you and it was all your life changed?
Yeah,
completely, didn't it?
For sure. I mean, to be fair, I was so oblivious at that age.
Yeah.
And I went into Emmerdale and my mum and dad tried to, like, stress to me how important it was.
Look at
Yeah, that was one of my first scenes. I remember filming that as well, like it was yesterday.
But turn me out, mate.
But we've watched you growing up. It's like what I say, you know, we have. And all the different things that's happened to him. I mean, as an actor, you get the chance. This is the thing about working in a drama like that. You get the chance to do so many different things.
That's what I love about Emmerdale, you know. We have a duty to kind of portray topics and things that people are going through, you know, at home. So we get to, because we work at such a fast pace, we get to go through so many different storylines. And that's what I love about it, because you learn the most about yourself when you're doing that as well. And also, like, Emmerdale's a great place to just... It's always back to back to back. You're working at such a fast pace that you can't not be on the ball. And
but if you can do that, you can do anything. I always think that as an actor. If you can do that, everything else is a doddle. It's absolutely fine. It's like your second family, which is great. But then when people go, I know you're going to miss... Well, you do miss Matthew a lot, who's left. But door open. He's not gone for good, I don't think.
Yeah, they're not killing him off, so the door's
which is
still
always
open.
good when that doesn't happen. That's for sure. How do you get on with? Because you know you're still very young. What age are you now? 20?
21.
21. Did you have a big party when you were 21?
Yeah, so my dad and my family threw a party for me. An embarrassing
Excellent.
one at that. But
They're
the best ones.
They are the best ones.
Yeah.
They really are. And the show as well, it's going so well. I mean, Emmerdale is... I always thought Emmerdale was like the neglected child for many years, and now it's really come into its own, hasn't it?
I think it gets overlooked, you know. Emmerdale has a great balance of drama, but also lightheartedness and comedy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you need, especially when you're going through tough times at home, you know, to bring people together and, you know, just kind of share a nice moment with the team, and just kind of laugh about
Of course.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Is he going to have some happier times, I hope? I know you can't tell me too much, but we'd like to see him in a nice romance and being happy for a while. And then, you know, it's always never going to quite work out, but then you never know. So we'll see.
We'll see. I think there's a romance on the cards for Jacob. Obviously, I can't go into that too much. Don't give anything away. But
No. But that's good. And look, Dr. Hillary's here because obviously doing this storyline, it will save people's lives because people will know, and that's an amazing thing, isn't it? When do you ever get to do that as an actor, saving people?
Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing. It's what we do it for, to raise awareness, get people talking.
Yeah.
But if we just help one person, then we've kind of, you know, done our job in a sense. So, you know, it's really important.
Hillary, if this happens to somebody round about you, they're going into shock in the way that we saw very vividly in those scenes, I would panic, but obviously you wouldn't, but I would. What should we do?
OK, so it's a really good storyline. Very important that people know how to use these adrenaline auto-injector pens. People know them as EpiPens, but that's just one brand. Right. There are different types. There's one. This is an EpiPen. But they contain adrenaline. This can save people's lives.
Right.
There's no time to delay. If someone's got an anaphylactic reaction, tongue swelling, throat swelling, can't breathe, palpitations, collapse, you need to do something immediately. You get hold of their pen, you take the top off, you hold it 10 centimetres away from the outer thigh, and then you jab.
Right.
And the needle is so thin you won't feel it.
Right.
You get somebody lying down, you call 999, you wait 5 minutes, and if there's no improvement or indeed symptoms are worse, you do a second jab. It's really important that people aren't frightened of using this. You can't do any harm with it.
Right.
Even if you used it inappropriately, you wouldn't do any harm.
So you can do it right through clothes, even
Absolutely,
through
absolutely, because there's no time to delay. So straight in, easy.
It's like Star Trek. Do you remember Dr. McCoy used to do that?
Absolutely.
Through everybody's clothes, and we thought, what? But he was right. He was right. So lovely to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
No,
Give
it's been a
everybody my
pleasure.
love in Emmerdale. And congratulations on a storyline that's riveting, but also will help people. And Emmerdale, of course, it's tonight, 7:30 on ITV1.